As Acumatica consultants, we all run into this from time to time. Working with a sales team, they live and breathe by their Acumatica tasks.
Oh, yeah.
Setting reminders for follow-ups and client calls and all that.
Right.
But then sometimes deadlines are missed. Opportunities are gone.
Right.
And the sales team is left scratching their heads. What happened? Acumatica task reminders just aren't working.
It's a tricky one because you think, maybe they're doing something wrong, but it's often not a user error.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's something that's like a system quirk that often goes unnoticed.
Okay.
And this is where NandaKishore's expertise comes in. He's a functional consultant at Tiana Solutions. He's got over 4 years experience tackling hundreds of these really diverse Acumatica situations.
And, this is a really good example, actually. He highlights a client case in this video we have.
Mm-hmm.
And, he was working with a very sales-driven business where reps heavily relied on tasks, follow-ups, collections, everything.
Right.
I bet a lot of our listeners have seen this before.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a pretty familiar scenario. And the thing is, Acumatica's reminder functionality is actually deactivated by default.
So you're telling me that I can set up all these reminders and the system just ignores them?
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is where the frustration kicks in. It feels like the system is failing you, but really it's just not switched on. And in the video, NandaKishore actually gives a really good example.
Mm-hmm.
There's a task. It's meticulously scheduled for October 22nd, 2024 at 12:15 p.m. Reminder set, everything's good to go. But guess what? No reminder was sent.
Oh, man. Okay, so how do we fix this? What do we do?
Well, there's two main solutions, and it really depends on how your Acumatica is hosted. If it's locally hosted, you can just directly edit the web configuration file. So this is kind of like the control panel for your Acumatica site.
Okay.
And you can activate the reminder function right there. But if you're on Acumatica's SaaS platform, you've got to contact their support team, and they'll handle updating that web configuration file on their end.
So it's not a difficult fix, really.
Yeah.
Just a matter of finding the right switch to flip.
Exactly. Once it's enabled, those reminders will work perfectly. They'll send those notifications right when you scheduled them. And this was a big deal for NandaKishore's client.
Right.
Meant that follow-ups were timely, collections were streamlined, and ultimately they closed more deals.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that took a lot of stress off of the sales team.
Absolutely. Yeah, they were much happier.
Yeah.
Not chasing their tails all the time.
Exactly.
It's worth noting as well that if you are on the SaaS platform, Acumatica tends to schedule these updates for you during off-peak hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Minimize that disruption.
Right.
Yeah. Nobody wants their system to go down in the middle of the day.
Exactly.
So it seems like a pretty simple setting to change,
Yeah.
but can make a huge difference.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, for us as Acumatica consultants, right, we got to be paying attention to these little things because they can really snowball into big problems for our clients.
It's all about the details. Yeah.
Right.
And this is an example of where a partner like Tiana Solutions, where NandaKishore works, can be really valuable.
Right.
They're actually the largest services partner for Acumatica Cloud ERP.
Yeah. They do implementation, customization, support, real Acumatica experts.
They've got a great team of consultants. I mean, these guys are not just technically proficient, they really understand the nuances of Acumatica.
Yeah.
And they can often anticipate issues before they even come up.
So if any of our listeners out there are hitting a roadblock with Acumatica, or maybe just want to make sure they're getting the most out of it,
Yeah.
Tiana Solutions is a great resource.
Yeah, definitely reach out to them. Yeah.
Their number is 678-910-2774. Write that down.
Yeah, it can really make a difference. Yeah.
All this talk about these task reminders, it makes me wonder what other hidden functionalities or, potential problems are hiding in Acumatica.
It's a great question. Acumatica is such a powerful platform. It's impossible to know every single thing about it.
Right.
But I think the key is to keep exploring, keep experimenting, and don't be afraid to reach out to the experts when you need help.
Totally.
Yeah.
So to all our Acumatica consultants out there listening, keep learning, keep trying new things, and remember, sometimes the smallest settings can have the biggest impact.
Couldn't agree more.
I tell you, this whole thing with the task reminders has really been an eye-opener for me.
Yeah, me too.
It really goes to show that, even us seasoned Acumatica consultants, we got to go back and look at the basics sometimes.
Absolutely. You can't take anything for granted. There's always something new to learn with Acumatica.
And for any of our listeners out there who are running into similar issues or just want to take their Acumatica skills to the next level, remember Tayana's Solutions is there to help.
Definitely. They're a great resource.
So until next time, keep on exploring, keep on asking those questions, and make sure those Acumatica reminders are doing their job.
Couldn't have said it better myself.